Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to episode 10 of my Ironman series. So in the last episode we went to Barrows and got an elite that I could not finish because I had to do a couple of quests. So before we do anything, we're going to go see if we can complete that elite, but first we got to go do those two quests. There's the completion of the giant dwarf, and let's go see if we can actually talk to the guy now or if we have to do another slice of ham. Well, I couldn't talk to him, so I finished another slice of ham. That's complete, and let's go finally continue on with our elite. Okay, so this was the next clue that we got, which means we have to do Roving Elves and Morning Ends Part 2. Let's go. Awesome. 10k Strength and Crystal Shield. Now time for Morning Ends Part 1. Alright, this should be the reward. Let's see. I wasn't really expecting anything great, but, you know, So in the last episode we did do a good bit of Slayer grinding, and through that we actually have accumulated 400 points. I wasn't going for 400 points exactly, it's just what we ended up with. But I'm not going to buy the Slayer helm first. I am going to buy the Slayer rings first, which I'm going to do right now. I think the Slayer helm is actually going to be the last thing I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy the broad bolts first. But, as you can see, I do not have 75 crafting. Now, in the bank, I have about 4.5k roughly molten glass that I've been collecting over the past, few weeks. And there it is, 4.6k molten glass that I've been collecting over the past few weeks. So I'm going to go make all those into air orbs and blow them till 72 crafting, I think it'll be. And I'm gonna boost from there to make a bunch of Slayer rings. There we go with 70 crafting. That is very awesome, and as most of you might know, I can actually boost up to 75 from here to be able to make Slayer rings, but I'm not going to because 5+ boost is not very common, and I have enough to get at least 72 crafting, so I'm just going to keep chugging along, going to get 72 crafting, and then I'm going to try my best to get the boost. Alright, and there's 72 or 71 crafting. And here's 72 crafting. I'm just going to finish up these battle staves, and then after that I'm going to go do some agility while alching them, and then we're going to go make our Slayer rings. Alright, and here's something that's a little unexpected for this episode, but 71 agility. Very cool. Now I can use that Slayer Tower shortcut, which I don't think I'll ever use. But just a tip: if anyone ever comes and does agility, I definitely recommend bringing Alks because it makes agility a lot more fun, and it doesn't make it any less efficient. I'm getting 40k XP an hour right now, and I think the max on this course is 42k. So definitely bring Alks if you can. It just makes the time go by a lot. And we got all of our Slayer rings made, 117 made. We did get the proper boost for 75 crafting after about 6 or 7 stews. It took longer than I thought it would, but there we go, Slayer rings achieved. And now let's just go start on Slayer for the episode. As some of you may know, last episode we did end up with a cow fight task, and I actually did that task off screen because who really cares about seeing a cow fight task? Pretty useless. But I actually got a Blue Dragons task now, I think about 139. So we're gonna go quickly do that and the Taverley dungeon. Alright, here we are a good bit into the task, and we do get our first clue scroll. Awesome. We'll be back with the reward with that. Well, that's the reward. Nothing fantastic. Alright guys, and here's the completion of our 31st task of Blue Dragons. Well, not 31st of Blue Dragons, but you know what I mean. Let's go get a new task. Let's see what our next task will be. Oh, I love that. 127 Dagonoth. So obviously, as you can see, we're about to solo some DKs. I'll be back if we get anything cool. There's our first trip done. We did get about 6 kills, which is a lot more than I did get before, but something that I was not expecting. We got 61 Slayer. Very awesome. I don't know if I'm going to go do another trip. I don't really know if it's worth it at this point with my stats, but I'll think about it. If not, we'll just finish up the task at the regular Dagonoths. Here's the end of our Dagonoth task. We did get a clue. There's 32 tasks in a row, 12 points. Let's go finish the clue and get a new task. RIP. Alright, let's see what our next task will be. I'm really hoping for jellies. Jellies are a lot of fun. Oh no, those are the worst. Okay, be back in like 3 years when those are done. Well, after hours of prey flicking. We're finally done this task. It was fantastic for XP. I did get 73 strength, and I got a few rune chain bodies and whatnot, and those are nice. And I also did get a rare drop of 45 laws. And we're 141 XP away from 62 Slayer. I wish she would have just given me one more. That would have been a lot nicer. Anywho, sorry for the rambling. Let's just go get a new task. I completely forgot that I have Abby specs unlocked. I really hope I can get some of those. 159 cal fight. Awesome. Alright, there's our cal fight task complete. Pretty quick task. Let's go get a new task. Okay, I'm going to stop asking for tasks that I want because they never ever give me the task. Give me whatever you want, Neve. 174 greater demons. That's not bad. They drop clues. I'm not mad about that at all. All right, about 50 kills into the task, we get our first clue. Let's go slay that. All right, this should be the reward right here. Anything good? Ooh, Ceradon plate legs. Not bad. Not bad at all. And here we are nearing the end of the task, but we do get another clue. Let's go try and do this one as well. Damn nature runes though. Alright, and here's the end of our Greater Demons task. 35 tasks in a row. Oh, Rune Full Helm on the last kill. That's awesome. Anywho, let's go get a new task. Let's see what we can get. 164 Dagonoths. That's not bad. And you know what that means. As you saw in the last clip, we did get a Dagonoth task. So I'm here. I'm going to solo some Rex. And if we get anything cool, which we probably won't, I'll show it. Oh my gosh! 16 kills! Berserker ring! Holy crap! Oh my goodness! Oh. So we're a little bit more than halfway through our Dagonoth task, and I had to leave because I ran out of food. But as you can see, we do have a clue in our inventory, so we're just gonna go do that real quick. Very cool. Just got an Ancient Page 4. I'm almost positive we don't have that one. I think I do have one Ancient Page, but I'm not sure. Anywho, doesn't matter. Ancient Page 4. Alright, and here's the end of our Dagonoth task. And I think that's a really rare drop right there. I don't think they drop Rune Javelins. Anywho, that's besides the point. Let's go get a new task. Our next task is going to be 106. No! I think I'm going to cancel that. Okay guys, I did miss the recording, but we did just get 75 strength and 89 combat, which is pretty cool, and I did decide to do the Black Demons task, because I didn't feel like skipping it, because I'd probably get them again soon, and I'd rather just get the points for Broad Bolts now so I can range them later. Anywho, I'll be back at the end of the task. Well, as you can see, we're finally done with this horrible, horrible task. 37 tasks in a row, 12 points. Let's go get a new task. Let's see what our next task will be. Give me whatever you want, Neve. 147 Hellhounds, not bad. Awesome for clues. Let's go bang that out real quick. Alright guys, and on this kill, we will actually be getting 64 Slayer, which is pretty cool. Still haven't had an Aberrant Spectre task, but that's fine. And still no clues this task, which is kind of weird. We're over 100 in, I believe, but oh well. I'm just gonna be back with a clue or the end of the task. Alright, well here's the end of our Hellhound task. No clues. Alright, anything good? 57 mins. Oh, these are so annoying. Okay, I'll be back. There we go, guys. That stupid task is done. It took forever, but it was easy points. 39 tasks in a row. Let's go get our 40th task. Alright, it's gonna be 165 cal fight. Okay, that's not too great of a task, but it's our 40th task. And will that get us Broad Bolts? Almost. It'll almost get us Broad Bolts. Okay guys, and there is 75 HP. Was not expecting that, but I also think we don't have many left. Only 2 left on the task. So, I guess I'll be back at the end of the task. Maybe about 10 seconds later. 40 tasks in a row, 60 points, and that's awesome because we almost have Broad Bolts. It makes me really happy. Anywho, let's go get a new task. 125 Dagonoth. I'm not upset about that. I think I am actually going to go solo some Rex just for fun. I think I'm just going to do like 5 every time I get Dagonoths. But some of you that are playing consistently will know that today, the February the 5th, they release Dragon Defenders today. So I am going to go get one of those real quick. Well guys, nearing the end of our trip, we did manage to get our first Dragon Defender. That's awesome. I'm just going to stay here for the rest and see if we can get any more. Holy crap, right after I turned off the recorder, we literally got a back-to-back Dragon Defender. Wow, a lot of people are going to be pissed about that. Anyway, we're just going to stay here for the rest and see if we can get any more. and if after that we'll go do our DKs. So we're about two kills into the trip, and we did manage to get a clue scroll, so we'll be doing that after this. Alright, that's pretty much it for our Dagannoth Kings for this task at least, and I'm really upset because I got a Super Strength Dose 2, which is a 1 in 128 drop, and that could have been any other drop, but oh well, let's go bang out this clue real quick. Well, there's a reward, pretty average clue. Anywho, let's go finish our Dagannoth task. And here's the completion of our Dagannoth task. 41 tasks in a row, and I do believe I'm like 2 tasks away from the broad bolts, but we did get a medium clue scroll. Let's go do that real quick. Thank you for the Ranger boots. Or that. That's pretty cool too. Double clue. And let's see what our next task will be, and hopefully if this does get a 65 Slayer, this will be the last one for the episode. 176 Cal fight. No, it won't, but we'll do till 65 anyway. Here's something a little different for this episode, but we are about to hit 62 farming, and that's significant because I do have about 45 Snapdragon seeds in the bank from both Slayer and Dragon Implant catching, so over the next couple of episodes you'll see my bank dramatically increase with Super Restores, or not Super Restores, but Snapdragon Herbs, which is awesome. Anywho, back to Slayer. And here is the end of our Cal fight task. Obviously a very easy task. 42 tasks in a row, 12 points. Let's go get a new task. 182 Hellhounds is our next task, and that is awesome because that will get us 65 Slayer. Alright, after about 200 Hellhound kills dry, because you gotta remember the last task, we finally do get our first hard clue. After this kill, let's go bang that out real quick. Rip. Alright, and here is 65 Slayer. Let's go kill some Dust Devils for some D-Chains. Just about 20 kills later, we do get a second hard clue, which is awesome. So let's go see if we can actually do this one. This should be the reward right here. Not bad. Pretty average clue. Third one. Let's go. That's a pretty average loot right there, but we did get Mossla Harmless Teleports, which are pretty cool, and we did get a Gothics page 1, which we do need. So I did complete that Hellhounds task. No more clues afterwards, which is pretty sad. But I did get a new task, and I had a video recording of it, but I don't know what happened to it. It failed for some reason, but it is 164 Cal fights. What's new? I've already killed like 600 on this account. Anywho, let's go do some Barrows for the end of the episode like we always do. Oh yeah, also before we go to Barrows, let's buy some broad bolts. Oh man, I'm so excited to buy these. I've been looking forward to these since the beginning. Broad bolts have been achieved, and we're only at 4 points now, but it doesn't matter. Next thing that we buy will obviously be the Slayer Helm. Alright, let's see if we can get anything on chest number 1 of the video. Wow, that's a lot, but nothing good. Time for chest number 2. Nothing good. Loot number 3 of the video. No way! No way! Yes! That's awesome! Carol's crossbow! That's sick! Chest number 4 or 5 of the video, I don't remember, but let's get it back to back. Come on, let's get it back to back. No back to back. Time for chest number 5, I believe, and if you're wondering why there's super energies, I may or may not have splashed on Darox like 6 times in a row and they got hit to 52. May or may not have happened. Anywho, time for chest number 5. And nothing. Chest number 6. Nothing. Loot number 6. Mind runes. Time for chest number 40. I'm calling an elite. Let's see what we get. Nope, no elite. Time for chest number 9 of the video. Ooh, elite. Oh, I was close enough. Let's see if we can actually do this one. Yep, I can do that. Well, only made it to step 2. Gonna be honest, I have no idea what chest number this is, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see what we get. Time for chest number 43, and can we just get that Carol's Coif already so we can get all the useless items out of the way? No, we can't. Chest number 44. So this is a different day, and I have no idea what chest this is. I think it's 42, but let's see what we can get. Nothing good. Time for loot number 46. And nothing. Second to last loot of the video. Anything good? Nope, just Chaos Runes. Time for the final Barrows just of the video. Let's get that Carol's Coif. Nah. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I had an absolute blast making this video. It's probably one of my favorite episodes to make, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe. It always means the world to me. Alright guys, have a great night.